I think we should jump into the one wheel topic. It's very long. We'll try to make it digestible, though.
One long wheel.
Future Motion, or the company behind...
What even is that?
I don't know. Future Motion, the company behind One Wheel, has been getting a lot of negative press for a couple months now, primarily over their One Wheel electric skateboard.
And they deserve it. Sorry, go ahead.
I think is their main product, and I do agree. There's been a few things going on. The high-energy battery uses a very small connector that is prone to heating up. There's a large metal nut that is mounted on a plastic post that snaps very easily.
This nut.
I knew something was coming after I said large metal nut. The charging cable has a tendency to shear off at strain relief.
Hold on. I gotta show these. I gotta show these on screen while you're talking. Oh, that's a video. Hold on. Large nut is also a video. Oh, good gravy. Okay, well, these are all video timestamps.
Yeah, this topic's really long. I don't think we're going to be able to bring them all up.
Oh, good, it's Rossman. Okay, it's a friendly channel, so I can just show this stuff. Okay, so this thing shears off. Oh, that's brilliant. All right. Thanks, Rossman. Better to seek forgiveness than permission. Thank you for letting us use your footage. Love you, Lewis.
The newer GT model has some problems with the early units being DOA, and this is by far my favorite one. This is actually amazing. It has a problem that they call ghosting. It's very different than keyboard ghosting. This ghosting is where apparently it'll just take off on its own after you get off of it, and it can go like 20 miles an hour, and it weighs 35 pounds. So you're sending this like...
You're potentially turning someone into a ghost.
Yeah, like it's actually potentially very rough. Future Motion has only one single service center in California, and they have one of the most fantastic claims from a clearly extremely profit-focused company that I've ever seen, which Future Motion's CEO claims that repairs are not a profit center for them and are quite expensive.
What?
Still, they're looking to expand their regional repair options.
Wait, hold on a second. This is an actual... This is one of those things like...
It's another YouTube video, so I'm like...
This is like Artesian Builds getting on camera and making the problem worse, you know?
Yeah.
Repair... Really?
Unless you're a company...
What? Stop. No, you need to stop. For the second time this show, you just need to stop, Luke, because I think this is a fair criticism, okay, of the repairing your stuff that was broken industry.
Yeah.
Okay? It is not profitable to sell something that breaks and to have to fix it.
What's the Best Buy service plan called? I don't remember. If you don't buy that,
then you
gotta pay up.
Yeah, you should just be screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, consumers should just know that our stuff is just gonna break.
It's gotta be
and that's not profitable for us to fix.
Yeah.
Can't you please think of the millionaire business owners?
Yeah.
Will someone please think of the shareholders? Sorry, go on.
It's a problem right now because Future Motion's FedEx account was embargoed due to not declaring hazardous materials on shipping labels. They allegedly told customers to black out the dangerous goods markings on return boxes because they didn't declare them. Many owners would probably prefer to service it themselves. Some of these actually sound very self-fixable, and you'd think that Future Motion would be down for this, considering, repairs aren't profitable, and they might have to build another repair center. But that's a no, I believe. I lost my spot. Dang it. But you'd think they would be down for this, considering the cost, like I just kind of mentioned, except unplugging the battery just, bricks the board. Very cool.
Because you.
And it just tells you to contact support. Future Motion says modifying the battery circuit in any way is a risk for damage or injury because it's calibrated at the factory for each one wheel. It had apparently with high power Lions, mistakes can get very bad very quickly. Fair enough. Future Motion has seen a lot of, in quotes, incidents of battery fires that have been caused by third-party mods. Honestly, listening to the issues that your first-party creations have, maybe that's not actually that big of a deal.
Yeah. Is there an actual increase in fires and problems, or is it just?
Or you just seen a couple videos. All of this would be bad enough, but Future Motion also sued JW Batteries, a company that makes replacement batteries, on copyright grounds. They say that the battery lockout.
Copyright grounds? Sorry, we copyrighted our battery.
They
Go
say
ahead.
that
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you finish.
They said that the battery lockout is DRM, which is notionally protected by the DMCA. Oh, this is cool. Leonard French goes into why it probably isn't in a video that he has. That's another Floatplane creator. If you're interested, maybe check him out on Floatplane. Leonard French is fantastic. Actually, really cool content. Yeah, really, really rough. Apparently today the suit was dismissed, but not on the merits, rather on jurisdiction, which is...
That's just typical legal things.
Yeah, sure. I don't know about that kind of stuff, but that's kind of funny to me.
So we don't know whether Future Motion will continue to pursue the case, but it's like, it's
but
one of
don't
those
buy a
things
one
where-
wheel.
Yeah, basically, because if your whole thing is going to be safety, well, fine. Then create documentation, work with third parties, or at the very least, have as part of your EULA that you're not responsible for any, changes made by a third party. Fine, cover your butt.
The battery
I
sounds
get
like
it.
it could be potentially spooky, but you can always work with like verifying certain repair centers or
Well,
something
you know
like
what's a lot more dangerous,
that.
right? You know what's a
Ghosting?
lot more dangerous than an end user unplugging the battery to make a change to the board? An end user being afraid to unplug their battery because it's going to brick their one wheel and trying to make some kind of change while the battery is freaking plugged in.
Yeah.
Like, are you really creating a more safe situation?
Or shipping hazardous materials with the logos blacked out, or having a
Yeah, that
what is
matters
it,
a lot.
35-pound board traveling 20 miles per hour with no one controlling it.
Shippers need to know when there are lithium batteries in a container.
Yeah.
Like, that matters a lot.
Yep. Yeah, this is brutal. Really not cool. Don't buy a one wheel.
Yeah, I think it's that simple. And honestly, I'll say right now, like, we don't hate brands.
No.
We don't hate companies.
I'm just certain there's another one of these types of vehicular devices.
The
that you could
second
get, that'd be great.
The second that One Wheel reverses their course and embraces right to repair and makes it simpler for users to get the product they freaking paid for, in this case, we will happily issue a retraction of our do not buy a one wheel statement.
Yeah, sure.
Happily.
Yeah.
We're ready.
Totally down.
Is One Wheel ready?
Hopefully.
I hope so.
I doubt it.
Man, it's so funny. Like, people give us such a hard time about, like, oh, you guys hate Apple. It's like, no, I use their products. I acknowledge when they do something good. It just happens to be that Apple is a spectacularly anti-consumer company.
I have
And
suggested
for
their products to people before.
whatever reason, people won't see it. They can't see it. I mean, it's just baffling to me. And it feels like such a stupid thing to complain about, especially after so long. But why do we get over these things? Why would we get over it? That you can't reposition home screen icons wherever you wish. Why
Super
should I
weird
get
to
over
me.
that?
That's honestly one of my biggest friction points, and it sounds silly, but that's one of my biggest friction points with using an iPhone, is I really like a very clean home screen, and then I hide my stuff elsewhere. I don't necessarily know why, I've just always done it. And just all your stuff getting dumped there feels so cluttered and claustrophobic to me.
And you can make they got folders now and stuff like that.
It doesn't fix it for me.
But the fact that you cannot, they must populate each screen left to right, top to bottom.
Hate it. Hate it so much.
And it's just stop. you clearly can do it. You just won't. And it's just one of those things where it's just the only possible reason that I can imagine is it's some like cappuccino sipping executive being like, well, see, the difference between iOS and macOS is that this is mobile first and this is this, and then mobile we something. Like, it's got to be because there's no objective proper reason that you shouldn't be able to put an icon wherever the hell you want to. So whatever it is has to be astonishingly stupid.
Yeah, probably.
Or they just hate their users. Those are the only two possible outcomes. Either they're evil or they're stupid, because it's so simple to fix.
Yeah, like, do I even have it on me?
As your Sky says, I have small hands, so I keep icons on the bottom. Apple says no. And it's funny. That is exactly my sitch here. I do not like having apps in the top. I have my widgets there. I have my search bar, and everything I need to access is populated. So my Gmail is my primary. Everything I need to access starts on the bottom left and goes out toward the top right. And even someone with larger hands apparently feels the exact same way about it.
It's just easier.
It's just
why would you make it more complicated?
Objectively better.
Yeah, and these are like, this is Play Store, which I actually check a lot, Maps and Floatplane, and then like my 5 at the bottom, which I think is pretty standard.
And the most baffling part of it to me is that I even need to say anything. That nobody, they have literally tens of thousands of employees. Nobody at Apple was like, this is annoying. And fixed it.
Or they haven't been loud enough or listened to enough for it to actually happen.
Thanks for watching, and thanks to dbrand for sponsoring this week's clips. dbrand only paid us for 10 seconds of ad time, so be sure to give them money so they can afford more. Check them out using the link below.